This is a story about a feminist whose purpose was immersed deep inside her writings and her journalism work. She did a social experiment to get what she can, to share her experience on how she lived like a man. For her book, Self-Made Man, written by Norah Vincent, pretended to be a man, and this is how Norah did this. Already tall and masculine, she just had to snag the clothes, got the manly haircut, and even had an acting coach to help conform her voice and mannerisms and posture to assure her demeanor and mannerisms were proper. She joins a men's bowling league so she would then get to see an inside look and how a lot of men's friendships be. Her bowling was bad and she thought that they would mock her, cause she thought that men were mean, but the opposite would shock her. They didn't make fun of her or left her out the loop. To her surprise, she was welcomed and accepted in the group. She wanted to explore men's sexuality. She hits a strip club and sees how we're separate naturally. She said for men it's purely physical, for women it's a mental state. She likes women too, but strip clubs ain't a quenching place. Men's sex drive is strong, it's a disadvantage, and without the same testosterone, women won't understand it. She tries to pick up women and was often disrespected. She said it's really hard and hits harder when rejected, and women won't understand how it feels to get your first curve after building courage to approach and say the first words. Faced with hostility was how she usually felt, and dates she did get, she was constantly trying to prove herself. She claimed it was grueling as she managed some, and noticed women didn't want a sensitive man, they want a manly one. She joins a men's retreat in the woods where most jump in so they can just go and be open with no judgment, and watch as they talk about the stress that they would mostly see internally to be the strong providers they're supposed to be. It even got to expressing violence with the rage after bottling it all in silence every day. She started feeling guilty about her lying and deceit, intruding in a space as she's disguised in this retreat. And after this, her mental health was suffering. She checks in a hospital because she starts to suffer from depression, feeling alone and dissociated like many do, suffering as men do within the gender roles. She would heal and fall back while finishing books, immersing herself in those to the limits it took away to reach the point it was breaking her whole life, until she was assisted in taking her own life.
Do you think women understand what it's like to be a man?
Not at all. No clue. No idea.